Thursday, December 5th, 2019. Occasionally I get asked, hey, what did you think of such and such with regards to Ghostbusters? So, with regards to the movies that made us Ghostbusters episode, which recently came out on Netflix, I was interested in it. I turned it on. It was a little by the numbers in that it wasn't covering a lot of new ground, and it was laying it out in pretty much the same sequential, linear fashion that other programs and books had done. So I kind of kept like one eye on it and one ear on it and was doing other things. There were good things. I really, really liked at the end when they had Aykroyd and Ivan Reitman and they were taking them back to the original filming locations. If the whole show had been that, I'd have been perfectly content. That would have been interesting, a take on things. I did like one sound bite from Dan Aykroyd where he stressed that the Eddie Murphy role is not what became Ernie Hudson's role, it's what became Bill Murray's role.
Eddie got replaced by Billy, really. That's the main comic voice.
This is something we had picked up on in older quotes, and it just sort of got lost over the years, and everybody sort of made this really kind of racist assumption. Oh, that guy's role must have become this guy's role. Duh. But it didn't. That's not. And it's in the old books from '85, Making Ghostbusters and different things, where they talk about that role, certain elements from that role being lifted and put into the Venkman character. And that's been known, but it's been forgotten by this age of the urban myths taking everything over. So that was cool to get this really good soundbite in there. But at the same time, the whole document's credibility takes a hit when they start talking about the one alternate title being Ghost Breakers.
Ghostbusters and Ghost Breakers.
They took that sign down and they put another one up that said, Ghost Breakers.
Because that's somebody's memory getting things wrong. We do know what the alternate titles were. Titles, plural, 2 of them. Because on the Blu-ray, they finally released the footage of them shooting the commercial and saying Ghost Blasters and Ghost Stoppers.
Ghostbusters. Ghost Stoppers. Ghost Blasters?
Blasters.
Ghost Blasters.
They never said Ghost Breakers. There were no takes where they said Ghost Breakers. And that particular video was actually leaked in 2014. So we've known that for 5 years now. And they talk about it in Making Ghostbusters, what one of the titles was. Oh, the most likely contender if we hadn't gotten Ghostbusters would have been. We can look at these things and know somebody got that wrong. And if the people putting the documentary didn't know better, if they were simply taking these people's faulty memories at face value, how about the fact that they edited in a clip from Bob Hope's Ghost Breakers?
Bob Hope, Ghost movie.
Ghost Breakers Incorporated. You make 'em, we shake 'em. Bob Hope speaking.
They should have known right there. Okay, how were they going to use Ghost Breakers as a backup title if they had a rights issue with Ghostbusters as the first title? Ghost Breakers, wouldn't you have had a rights problem with that one as well? And notice, that's producer Joe Medjuck from 2019 contradicting producer Joe Medjuck from 1985. Again, that goes back to an earlier video that I did about best evidence. The further in time removed we are from the original sources on this, the sketchier people's memories are becoming. And certain stories, as they get retold, are growing an extra leg each time, as the saying goes. So you kind of have to choose. Do I want to go with the thing that I heard them say most recently, or do I want to dig and look up some more verifiable older facts? I mean, I'm always going to go with the older, more verifiable facts, but choose your own headcanon accordingly. So overall, I did enjoy the special. Don't think that I'm knocking it too much just because I'm focused on this one really bothersome glitch that it had. As I say, that brings the entire documentary's credibility into question, and it does contain some stuff that I really feel like we need to explore more than simply going over the same areas over and over and over again. Do I feel like the Toys That Made Us / Movies That Made Us editorial style works? I don't know. It's so cutesy, and the repetition of editing and the things that they do, I feel like it worked better for toys than it does for movies. It even kind of got played out the more episodes you saw of the toys that made us. You kind of got on your nerves a little bit. But I am looking forward to certain other documentaries on the horizon, which are going to explore Ghostbusters in a more in-depth and a more serious mindset, and hopefully will not be so much covering of the ground of stuff we've heard 1,000 times over, and dig in there a little bit deeper and find out some nuggets that we didn't know before. So, the movies that made us, yeah, give it a watch. If you haven't seen it, definitely watch it. But take it with a grain of salt. Thanks for watching. So, you have to choose. Do I... But, you know, choose your own head... God! So you're going to have to decide. Blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
All right.
I don't go blah, blah, blah.
I'm using that in the outtakes.